What is going on, guys, and welcome to GGF's channel. As always, today I am Crushables here, and I'm going to help you guys build out some slips for the first time over on this channel by myself. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to run through every single app as always and just try to build out some slips before obviously the tip off and all these games start. So obviously Dustin does his streams earlier in the day, but the closer you get to the games, the more lineups, the more news that comes out. So things start changing, lines move, and value pops up on the board, which is why it is valuable to try to look an hour or two before obviously lock or before games start and all that. So that's basically what the plan is today. So let's just get straight into things. We're going to get straight into probably PrizePicks, look at ParlayPlay. There's a lot of obviously discounts going on today as well. We have obviously Taco Tuesday. Bettor has some discounts they're running, so let's just get straight into things. So I cannot wait to get started. So let's get straight into it. So we're gonna start here with PrizePicks as always. So obviously, if we refresh the board right now, Jalen Brunson, this is a huge discrepancy at the moment on the board at the moment. What we're gonna do here is obviously gonna start with DeMar DeRozan. We're gonna use that discount. This is probably gonna get bumped pretty quickly, but we'll try to get it in as fast as possible. And then we'll try to build out a slip. So let's see if there's anything else. Jalen Brunson. There is some League of Legends plays, fantasy score, Bruce Brown. So every single book. So we can go ahead and plug in Bruce Brown here as well. So go Bruce Brown under fantasy score right there. And then what else we got? So we got John Collins, but I like four. And then you got Jalen Brunson again. Jalen Brunson again. I like there to be a little bit more lines than just one when I put slips in. Austin Reeves assists. A lot of books are favoring the under, so we can go ahead and throw that in as well. We'll go ahead and throw Reeves in here. But basically, this is usually what I do. I go, an hour before the game start. I just look at the board and I see, what there is. And then you basically just throw it in here and trust in the math that it's showing you. It's that simple. So if you want to sign up for any of this, like I said, use code Crushables. The first month is 25% off. It is down in the link in the description below. You have Miles Turner as well, PRA. So we'll go ahead and throw that in here and see if we can get this in. And I'll share the link in the chat, of course, as well. What was it? 23. Brunson, of course, is already bumped. Kind of figured that would be the case. So Brunson is bumped. So we'll go ahead and move on from that. Markkanen points. Rebounds over 31.5. So let's see if we can get that in, and then we'll try to 31.5. Where is that? Did I pass it? 31.5. There it is. Put that in, place that, and then share entry, copy link, and then we can go ahead and paste that in there. Try to get that in as quickly as you possibly can. So that's going to be our first PrizePick slips. We put our first PrizePick slip we put in, so feeling pretty good about the start here. Yeah, Brunson got bumped pretty quickly. That's kind of what happens. Obviously, as you look through, news is going to change. You have to be as fast as possible. It doesn't help that I'm transparent I'm as transparent as I can possibly be. It doesn't help that I'm a little nervous because this is my first time being live on this channel, so I do apologize. But I think I'll get in. I'll calm down. Obviously, it's just my first time doing this live. Obviously, I'm used to doing this myself, but PrizePicks is we could put in some of these League of Legends plays they have on the board as well, or I guess this is CS2, and then K's Lava. So we could start there, but I'm gonna go ahead and move to ParlayPlay. We'll come back to PrizePicks, and also at the end of this, make sure to drop a like because actually I had a great idea for my first stream because obviously one of the tacos is a goalie, and if you know hockey, obviously correlation in hockey. Obviously goes 2 and 2, so we can actually maybe use a taco in a correlation slip. So I will show that if you guys drop a like. I don't even know what like I'm aiming for. Let's just go, let's go for 60, or there's only 48 people in here. Let's go 50. Let's try for 50 and see if we can get that going. All right, let's go to ParlayPlay. I know obviously I can't share links in ParlayPlay. I've been getting super unlucky on ParlayPlay, to be completely honest with you. I've gotten so many 5 of 6s, 6 of 7s. But we got Halliburton and Jason Tatum to start things off here if this is still on the board. So we'll go ahead and click less on that projection. And then you got Russell and Trae Young over 16.5 assists. We'll go ahead and put that in as well. That was Trey Young. Trey Young. And there it is. There's that. Those are first two. Tatum under points. We just have Tatum in that one. I don't think believe ParlayPlay is not gonna let us do that. A little dry after that. Tatum and Miles Turner. So I guess this is a bunch of Celtic stuff. I don't know if we're actually gonna be able to build a slip here like I thought we were gonna be able to. Deron Holmes, there's one line. Yeah, it's kind of dry over here on ParlayPlay. I thought it'd be a little bit better. One app that I've always loved lately, so maybe we'll skip ParlayPlay for now. Let's go to Dabble, because Dabble has been easily one of my favorite apps so far. Now, unfortunately, there's obviously not a screen I can show, but if you guys already know, you can just go to Dabble and copy what I put in. My Dabble username is Crushables, so I've only have like one slip put up. I haven't been able to put in a bunch today. I've been kind of just waiting for this stream to happen, so let's go ahead and get into Dabble. So we'll start with Jalen Brunson over 11.5. One book even has it at 12.5. So we'll go ahead and take that easily. So let's go to rebounds assists over 11.5. So we'll go ahead. Where is rebounds assists? All the way down here, 11.5. And then there's Brunson again, but we're taking that one instead, a little bit higher on the board. Trey Galloway under. There's Siakam as well. I did take his assists earlier, but I'm more than okay with taking his points and assists too. So we'll go ahead and do that. So Siakam points and assists. I'm about to share this in just a second on Dabble. Crushables is my name over on Dabble. If you want to just copy this on Dabble, or I'm just telling. All right, it actually got bumped already. 20. It's on 24. Never mind. Let's just go Trey Galloway. He plays for Indiana. That game is. Don't know much about college basketball, I'm being completely honest with you, but you don't need to know about college basketball using this. You don't need to know about any of these sports, which is absolutely beautiful. Where is Indiana? This must be. I wish there was a search button on Dabble. That's the one thing I don't hate, or I don't like. Unless there is. I think there is actually. No, that's people. Never mind. Indiana. Trey Galloway, Indiana. I legitimately don't see this one. Oh, there it is. Found it. All right. Rebounds under 3.5. We'll put that in. We can go Wiggins over assists or block and steals. 1.5 on Wiggins. We'll do Wiggins over 1.5 assists. Of course, I know who Wiggins plays for. That I don't have a problem with. So go ahead and put that in. I'm going to put that in on Dabble right now, and then you guys can just copy it. But it's Jalen Brunson over 11.5 rebounds assists. No, that's the wrong person. Hold on. I almost just put the wrong person in. Wow. Almost just messed up there. Trey Galloway. I put Tony Perkins on accident. And I'm going to have a hard time finding Indiana again, am I? Nope. Just kidding. And I think that's bumped as well. No, it's not. It's the same. Never mind. All right. So now that should be put in. Sorry. All right. I almost just put $55 on that. I'm just a $5 unit size guy. So yeah, that would have been a disaster. All right. So it's on Dabble. Crushables is my Dabble username. So if you want to go ahead and go copy that, you can do that there. So we're going under on Trey Galloway rebounds, more on Wiggins assists, and then more on 11.5 rebounds and assists on Jalen Brunson. All right. So the first slip on Dabble is put in. And then, is there anything else? Wembanyama just popped up. Blocks and steals. Only one thing there, though. Jalen Brown's popped up now. So there we go. We'll go ahead and start with Jalen Brown. Dabble has easily been one of my favorite apps lately, bro. I really love Dabble a lot. Like, just being able to click people or copies people's entries with click of a button is so cool. So yeah, we'll start with Jalen Brown. They have Jalen Brown points down there. Refresh this one more time. Is anything up here? Usually like first quarter points are on the board, but not seeing any right now. We could go double down on Jalen Brunson assists as well if we wanted to. Everything bumped already, man. We could do that if we wanted to go a little bit on Jalen Brunson, a different stat over 7.5 assists. I think I'm going to do it. I trust Jalen Brunson. We'll do it. I'm going to go over 7.5 assists on Jalen Brunson. And then, is there anything else? We could do Robert Thomas under shots on goal, under 2. Every single book has it 2.5, and there's a lot of juice on the under, -200. Wow. I guess we'll go ahead and put that in as well. Robert Thomas under 2 shots on goal. We'll do that one. And that will be our next slip. So we'll do that. That is going in. Jaylen Brown over 29 points, rebounds. And then you got Brunson over 7.5 assists. You don't have to copy that one if you don't want to. If you don't want to, obviously, have Brunson in there. I guess I can also add stream slip 1 or 1. But yeah, if you don't want that much exposure to Jalen Brunson, that's totally fine. I get that. Stream slip 2. Do that. All right, I kind of want to go over to. We'll come back to Dabble. Let's go to Better. I want to see if Better has anything right now because they have a lot of. They have some discounts today, and right now since we have a discount, we technically could make one if we wanted to. We already took Reeves under 5.5 assists. We can have Ayu Dosunmu under, Jordan Kyrou. So technically, we could go ahead and build a Better slip. Now, once again, just like Dabble name once again is Crushables. Just like Dabble, there is no app on or no desktop app for Better. So I'm just gonna have to end. There's obviously no ways to copy it. So we're gonna start with some discounts. So let's go to the discounts because these are up until 6 p.m. So Jordan Kyrou is actually one of the people on here, but his shots and goals is discounted. So Stephen Curry, 24.5 points against Philadelphia. And then I know Tatum had one, right? Oh, they took that game off the board. Did some news come out on that game or something? They took those discounts off. Interesting. Or Tyrese Halliburton will play. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. All right, whatever. I guess the only discount I see, because the other two I believe were on Tatum and Halliburton. I don't even see that game on the board anymore. Interesting. All right, I'm just gonna start with Stephen Curry. I guess we'll just build one slip then. So Stephen Curry over 24.5 on Better. This is on Better. We'll go to Kuminga over a steal. We'll go here over a steal if that's still there. It is. All right, so Kuminga over a steal. Jordan Kyrou, there is a discount on him, but we can go ahead and hit the under on his shots on goal. So we'll do that. So Jordan Kyrou plays for the St. Louis Blues. So make sure you don't hit the under on his discount. Definitely hit it on the actual line. Ayu Dosunmu, Chicago Bulls, under 20.5 PRA. And then we'll go and do Austin Reeves again. Yeah, I kind of like it. I'll expose myself to Austin Reeves a little bit more. Under 5.5 assists. So don't know how many of you have Better, but definitely recommend Better. There's a bigger payout on Better using a five pick entry than obviously PrizePicks. Better is 20 times your entry, while PrizePicks, of course, only 10 times your entry on 5 pick entries. But again, that is the Curry discount over, more than Kuminga steal, basically what you see in front of you, and then less on Jordan Kyrou, and then if I'm even saying that name correctly, probably not, and then Austin Reeves under 5.5 assists. All right, and of course more plays pop up as of course it does. Why wouldn't it? All right, we could. I wish the Tatum and I don't understand. We'll come back to it. I don't know why they took the Tatum and Halliburton discounts off. I could do a discount on the Kyrou and hope that he middles 3. I could do that. No, we'll come back. We'll come back. We'll hope that the Boston game comes back on. All right, so we got some prize picks. Once again, we're gonna go ahead and use that DeRozan taco again, and then we have Siakam under PRA. Every single book has it at. We'll do that. Let's see, 31.5, and that. No, yeah, 30.5. So we're taking the under every single book. Oh no, over. I was thinking under. I was like, why are we taking the under? But it's over actually. Okay, so over, that makes sense. Halliburton rebounds and assists under, so we can go ahead. Not necessarily, like, basketball obviously is not correlated whatsoever, but obviously maybe in this instance, and then taking Halliburton's under is a little scary, not gonna lie, but I don't let my. Ever since I've started using this tool, I do not let my feelings dictate what I'm doing. So you just kind of have to go with the flow. A lot of values popping up from that game right now. Tatum, Miles Turner, Tatum under rebounds. We'll go ahead and throw that in as well. Tatum under rebounds, under 9.5. So we're gonna have a huge exposure to this game because a lot of value. And then Aaron Nesmith over. So let's see if we can get this in quickly. Nesmith should have 5 picks after this. I can type his name, sorry. Nesmith, and I typed it again, wrong again. All right, More. Let me get that in. Place entry. Bumped. Look at that. All three bumped. Not fast enough. Not fast enough. So yeah, PrizePicks is pretty good at moving pretty quickly. You know, so yesterday I had a lot of luck beating them, but literally, I'm not kidding when I tell you guys yesterday. Yesterday I had 5 2x entries. 5 of them. 5 of them. I went 4 or 5 times on slips yesterday. Not a single one I couldn't have put, you know, like an actual combination that would have hit. It was just crazy, man. But we got to remove all those. So Siakam I don't think was bumped, but probably gonna get bumped in a second anyway. So that's probably gonna be gone. But we'll try to see if we can beat that. Jaylen Brown over 32.5. Let's see if that is gonna stay on the board. Jaylen Brown 32.5. That's still there at the moment. And then we can go Halliburton under 10.5 assists as we're getting down the board a little bit. Although we do have the taco, so technically we can get away with it. So I guess we'll go ahead and put Halliburton under 10.5 assists. A little scary, not gonna lie, but again, I trust in the data. 10.5 assists, go under on that. And then last but not least, we can do Derek White and Halliburton under. Well, we already have Halliburton in here. Derek White under points looks kind of good. A lot of books listing it at 14.5, so we'll do that. Derek White under points. There we go. Less. All right, do we get this in? And yeah, Siakam and Brown bumped. Of course they are. All right, so we're gonna move those. We get anything else in? And I know the basketball games don't actually start till 6:30, so that maybe doesn't help our case at the moment. Derek White play is getting better, which I figured it would. Breeze we already took. We have Drew Holiday. See if that doesn't get bumped, but it looks like PrizePick is bumping all these plays. So, all right, one more play. Maybe just throw a League of Legends in here or something. We got maps under 58%, 35. Wow, that's actually pretty insane. That's League of Legends, right? Valorant. Oh, Valorant. Okay. Where's Valorant at? There it is. All right, so that guy's name is GlobeX. GlobeX. That's a pretty big. Oh, he's right there in front of my face. I don't even have to really search his name. So, Les, can we get this in? No. Derek White gets bumped. All right. Lovers Rock, 34.5. I guess we'll go ahead and throw that in here too. Go ahead and throw some esports in this one. Lovers Rock, and that's under, right? Under. Yep. All right. So we'll do under. I can't beat the bumps tonight, guys. I really can't. Which really sucks. Can't do it. Can't beat it tonight. All right. Wait, did that get bumped down or am I tripping? I might be tripping. Drew Hall. No, I doubt it. Why would it get bumped down? Okay, so anything. I guess we'll just throw Derek White under fantasy score. We can John Collins. I mean, we already have. Well, Derek White got bumped out of here, so I guess we can do White fantasy score to finish off this slip if we want. Let's go White under fantasy score. That's right there. Do we beat the bumps here? Valorant entries can only contain 1 player per team. Had no idea. All right, we are having no luck so far in PrizePicks. No luck. Everything's getting bumped. Every single thing. We already took Reeves. Do we have? We don't have Tatum in here anymore. Let's try this. I think this moved to Tatum and Miles Turner. Is that moved to over now? Yes, it has. All right, let's try over. We got one. All right, let me copy that. Let me see if I can get that in as quickly as possible. All right, that's in there. All right, so DeRozan once again under Halliburton's assists, under 35 map kills, under fantasy score, and more on Turner and Tatum's rebounds. All right, let's try ParlayPlay. See if there's anything popping up here. I'm trying to get a slip on every single app if possible. Literally nothing on ParlayPlay. Does Better have? And if there's any other app you guys want me to look at, definitely let me know. I'm open to it. I only have the apps I've been looking at, the ones I use personally. But if you guys want to look at like Fliff or something, we definitely can. Let's go back to Dabble, I guess. I gotta see if Better put this game back on the board also. See if they did. Better. Did you put Celtics? Did you put your discounts back on the board? I didn't think they'd go away like they did. And they're back on the board. Okay, so the discounts are back on the board. So maybe we can go build a slip on Better again. So let's see if we can go back to Better. All right, so we're going to try to build 2 more slips out with this Tatum and Halliburton discount. So Halliburton's PRA is discounted to 31.5. So we're going to take more on that, obviously. Schroeder is on the board at 24.5. So let's see if we can get that in. less than 24.5. Kyrie, we took that earlier. Porzingis blocks, heavily juiced on the over there. So we'll go ahead and take that one as well. Is that back on the board? It is. All right, so Porzingis blocks. There it is. More on that projection. We took Ayo Dosunmu earlier. We can take Hartenstein as well. And then Knicks game over 7.5 points. We'll do that. More 7.5 points. And then we could... Is there anything else? Let me give this one class refresh. Maybe we just take Prince's points. We'll just take Taurean Prince's points on the Lakers. We'll just do that. So Taurean Prince over 9.5 points. So we'll do that. All right. So that's going to be our second slip with the Halliburton discount. Put that in. All right. So we got that in. I wish I could share a link with you guys on Bettor, but I'm pretty sure you can't do that yet. So that's Halliburton over PRA, over Porzingis, more than 1.5 blocks, less than 24.5 on Dennis Schroeder, more than 7.5 points on Isaiah Hartenstein, and then more 9.5 points on Taurean Prince. I want to build one more with Halliburton's or with Tatum's discount. And then maybe we could go ahead and build one with the Kyrie discount as well and try to middle that because we took the under earlier. Let's go to Dabble. Like I said, I love Dabble a lot. So let's go to Dabble. If you're just joining the stream, make sure to drop the like. I'm going to share, which I got to do that before 6. We're going to share a correlation slip where we can use the taco in that slip. That taco's on the board until 6. So make sure to drop a like on the stream. I'm going to share that in the stream. Brunson over. We took that earlier. Nothing on Dabble. Nothing. Well, I guess we can go down the board a little bit. You have Jaylen Brown over 23.5 points. And then Simone Fontecchio over 10.5 points, rebounds. Is there anything else over here? We took Wiggins earlier. Galloway. We took Wembanyama's here as well. Over 4 blocks and steals. Just not enough. Of course, I don't. Oh, over first quarter points on us Hartenstein. All he has to do is dunk the ball once. I'm with it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm gonna do this on Dabble, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to put this in. He's got to dunk the ball one time for a push, and then maybe he gets fouled and one and hits the free throw. So we'll go with the push here, I guess, if it ends up pushing. But first quarter points, got to scroll all the way down for this one. Let me make sure there's nothing else that pops up before we just put Hartenstein in. But I mean, minus 200 on DraftKings looks really good. Wembanyama's still there. Brunson. Then I don't hate these plays right here. So Hartenstein's all the way up on the board as well. So we'll go ahead and do that. So New York Knicks, Hartenstein over points. Maybe he gets 2 dunks so we get lucky. First quarter points. We already took his over anyway on obviously Better. Did I scroll past first quarter points? I probably did. There it is. First quarter point. All right. That is or no, that's 2. I don't know why I thought that was because DraftKings has it at 1.5. We might not do that actually. That's like the 1s and the 2s I try to stay away from because that's just like such push potential. We could just do Wembanyama over 4 blocks and steals. The man is big enough that I believe he could do it. But of course, it's never about what I believe is going to happen. Brown. So let's plug in Jaylen Brown over 23. So I'm going to go ahead and plug that in really quickly because that play looks pretty good. So we'll go Jaylen Brown over 23 points. Then the Jazz game over 10.5 points, rebounds for Fontecchio. And then we'll try to get something else in. One more. Unless, I mean, we can go to Underdog as well. My apologies. I forget about Underdog because I can't use it. For whatever reason, it is not allowed where I play. It used to be, so I forgot about Underdog. We will go to that. I'm just not used to going Underdog, so my apologies. We'll go to that in a second. Do I just trust Hartenstein over? We'll do it. We'll just do the Hartenstein one with these 2 plays because it's just so high up there. We'll do the first quarter points on Hartenstein. All right, I'm about to share this in a second. All right, that's going to be on the board. Let me add a description. Slim stream. Flip 3. Yeah, I wish Underdog. I would be on Underdog, but yeah, I'm not allowed to use it. It just Pick'em is not allowed where I live, unfortunately. So here's what Underdog is looking like. I can't give you guys a link, unfortunately. So if you want to, just look at the board here and See anything you like? I mean, if I was building a slip 3-man, again, I don't play underdog at all because I can't, but I wouldn't mind taking the Brunson over 11.5 again. And then you could do first quarter points on DiVincenzo. You could also put in this Valorant play as well. You got another one here over on League of Legends if you wanted to go do. You can go Jaylen Brown under fantasy score. Globe X is a play we took earlier as well. Obviously, it's listed at 35, so you're basically middling these. We took the under on PrizePicks. So yeah, here's what the underdog board is looking like at the moment. Wish I could share a slip with you guys in the obviously chat, but unfortunately I can't. So yeah, unfortunately, but might move on to better. Let's see what Fliff has, if Fliff has anything. So we got over 4.5 assists, over player assists for Capella, Utah Jazz. So it looks like it's just Siakam, which I took earlier already. So if you want to take Siakam over assists, it's not a bad play. I took that earlier, I believe. And then Capella, you could do that one as well. But I definitely like I probably would just stick with the Siakam one if you are on Fliff. So I already took that earlier, so I'm not going to put it in. Let's go back to PrizePicks. It is 5:30. Ooh, we got Gary Trent pop up the board. So I'm going to continue to use this DeRozan discount. So we're going to go ahead and continue to use it. All right, so we have Gary Trent PRA over PRA. Another Scotty Barnes under Vucevic over. So we'll go ahead and put that in. Nikola Vucevic over 34. Was that 34? No, 33. Or yeah, I got bumped already. Never mind. I got bumped. Let's refresh again. We got fantasy scores. Vucevic is still there, but it's not actually there. Barnes under assists. You do have one book listing, or FanDuel has it at 7.5, but obviously it's minus 200. We could put in Barnes as well under assists, less than 7 assists, and then McCaffrey, one of Matt's favorite plays. Obviously, I'm gonna stay away from that because obviously it's so far away. Let's give it one refresh, see if anything pops up. Vucevic and Scotty Barnes. I don't think it's gonna let me do that, but that looks really good. 19. Do we remove the Barnes play and put that in maybe? Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. I don't know if this is gonna stay on the board very long. Okay, Gary Trent got bumped like damn. He got bumped like crazy. What was that? It was 50. Damn, he got it. All right, well, we're not putting Gary Trent obviously in here. So we're going to remove Gary Trent, and then we're going to put that Barnes and Vucevic play. Just a matter of waiting, basically, guys. When you're, sniping value, you just obviously kind of have to wait for the news to drop. And then what was that? Over 20 rebounds, and that got bumped already too. So, all right, so we're going to keep the DeRozan taco in. PrizePicks is faster than me, as you guys can see. We got 2 plays in so far. We got PRA on Halliburton now, if we wanted to go. Although we took his over, so we'd be middling again if we got lucky and he went under. But let's see if it's a good play. It's a good play, so we'll go ahead and put it in. Tyrese Halliburton under 34.5. That's there. Vucevic over. Ooh, that's a great play. Let's see if we can be fast on this one. Nikola. It was what? Rebounds and assists, I believe, and that is all the way down there at 15.5. Okay, so that play looks really good. Alex Caruso under points. All right, we're getting some value here. Caruso from the Bulls game. Caruso under points. Less. All right, one more play. We did Reeves already. We could do under 2 shots on goal on William. I guess we'll just go ahead and do that. So we'll go to William and do under 2 shots on goal. All right. See if I can get this in. Damn. All right. Halliburton gets bumped. All right. Figures. Halliburton gets bumped. Is there anything else that pops up here? Derek White. We already took that earlier. Vucevic still on. And we took Porzingis under points rebounds. We're on NHL still. This is probably going to be bumped by the time I get to this, but we're going to try anyway. Under points and rebounds, under 27.5. Can I place it? No, I cannot. Vucevic gets bumped. All right. Halliburton. We can go to Halliburton again and try his points, rebounds, and see if they haven't touched that yet. 23.5 points and rebounds. Less. Can't beat the bumps tonight. But this is what happens, guys. This is basically how you know you're obviously sniping plays, because things move very quickly. It's just a matter of being as quick as possible. Halliburton under 10.5 assists. I think we took that earlier. Did we take Neesmith earlier? I'm pretty sure we did. I don't want to clear this out, but I'm pretty sure we did. I'll cancel it if we did. Actually, I don't remember if we did or not. But his under is being recommended now, so we'll go. And then did Halliburton get bumped? I don't remember if he got bumped yet. 23.5. I might cancel that slip. Halliburton, was it 23.5 still? I might have not removed that in time. 23.5. I don't remember. Whatever. I'll just share it with you guys. If it got bumped, don't obviously tell. I don't remember. It's all over the place right now. All right, so I got that in. Less than 12.5. Under 23.5 points rebounds, and under 17.5 points rebounds on Aaron Neesmith. And under 2 shots on going William Eklund. So pretty sure I might cancel that. Just can't remember. I'm pretty sure Halliburton got bumped, right? Let me just look. Burton. Is every single line 23? No, actually we still got it. Never mind. I don't know why I thought he got bumped. So he didn't get bumped yet. Just so many bumps were confusing me. So actually that slip's pretty good still. So we'll take that one. Even Caruso stayed, which is nice. All right, let's move one more. Let's move to better. Obviously, I'm doing this right because I can't get crap in about every time. Yeah, that's how it's been going for me, as you can see. ParlayPlay, I think a lot of people got a slash the line discount today. I did not. So I'm not in the business of forcing things here in ParlayPlay. I'm going to go to better one more time. And wow, okay, we got some value on better. So we're going to go ahead and I don't think we built a Tatum one, right? Yeah, we did a, so let's build a Tatum discount slip. So Tatum over 25.5, Nikola Vucevic over, and better might be slower by doing this. We might be able to take advantage of them if you're going along with this one. Over 33.5, and then Schroeder, I think we took earlier, which we did. Peyton Pritchard, I know we did not take, under 3.5 rebounds. We'll take that. So Peyton Pritchard under 3.5 rebounds. Bruce Brown, we did not take that either. So we'll go Bruce Brown over 5.5 rebounds. Having some luck on better. I'm beating them tonight, at least. At least I don't think I see Bruce Brown. Or no, he's on the Raptors now. That's why. He got traded. That's why. More than 5.5 rebounds. I was looking at the Pacers. And then Caruso, under 4.5 rebounds. So we'll go ahead and pray on Caruso's downfall tonight, because we've taken his under on points and his under on rebounds here in a second. So that is going to be Tatum over 25.5 points. Nikola Vucevic over 33.5. Pritchard under 3.5. Over Bruce Brown rebounds. And Caruso under 4.5. Got that in. We might build one more better slip before this is all said and done. But we'll see. We'll see. Because the Kyrie discount is still on the board as well. Which that's still a good play under. But they discounted his play, or discounted his shots on goal to over. But while we sit here, and I know we probably didn't reach the live goal, but that's okay. I'm still going to go ahead and do this with you guys. So let's just go straight to the correlation slip, because Jordan Bennington obviously is a goalie, and he is part of an NHL correlation slip right now at the moment, as long as it hasn't changed, which it might have. But I put this in earlier, but I'm willing to do it again with the taco. But basically, if you don't know what the correlation tool is, it is a tool that basically gives you the slips, you put them in. If you've been using this since August 18th, you would be up 814 or 815.9 units at the moment. It's a really great tool that is hockey, CSGO, League of Legends, NFL, soccer. And even when PrizePicks is finding ways to, try to nerf correlation, DGF's doing their best to find ways to obviously combat that. So it has been really nice. And NHL obviously was gone for a while in the correlation tool, but it is back because we have a new way of correlating on hockey. But here's the slip we're going to do, as long as it is the same, which of course it is. Okay, so basically what we're going to do, instead of taking the under on Jordan Bennington's saves, we are going to actually take the over on the taco. So basically what you're hoping for, obviously, is they're playing the Columbus Blue Jackets. You're hoping the Blue Jackets barely get any shots on goal. But I feel like since, there's a taco in Jordan Bennington, we could take his over, replace the saves under. You could also put this in just like this if you want to. So let's go ahead and put that in. E. Smith got bumped, which is nice, but we already took care of that. So, all right. So let's go to hockey and put this in. Correlation slip. So we're going to start with Bennington over 23.5 goalie saves. And then we have Justin Danforth, which, again, I took this earlier, so I'll probably share maybe both if you want it. Actually, I'll just probably share one. It'd probably be better just put the taco in. Boone Jenner. And again, I don't know nothing about hockey, really. Barely know anything. I used to watch it when I was younger, like the local, like a local team. But other than that, don't really watch NHL, so I don't really know much. But I'm learning more about some of these guys who are studs and who are not, obviously. But Colton, we'll go Colton over 2 shots on goal. And then Jake Neighbors. We shouldn't have a problem getting this one, and obviously I don't think anything is going to bump on us. Jake Neighbors, and then Pavel will be the last one. All right, so instead of taking the under, like I said, we're going to go ahead and take the over. I think it's a decent idea. We'll see if it works in our favor. So basically, I think in this game, with this game script, we're kind of hoping for like a high-scoring game where both teams are obviously getting a lot of shots on goal. So we're going to place that. That is going to be the correlation slip. I'm going to go ahead and share that with the taco in the stream, and we'll go back to Underdog in just a second. But we're going to go ahead and put that in. So we got a hockey correlation slip in there. Ebrel over 0.5 point. Was that on there, or do you just want to know about it? We can go look at it. I'll go look at it real quick. All right, so Ebrel, let's see what they are saying out there, what the streets are saying on Ebrel. Over 0.5 point. So you got -125 odds. So it does favor the over, but it's not like the best play in the world. It's not EV technically. But you can take it if you want. But again, it's not really like the best play in the world. But if you feel open to taking it, go ahead. All right, let's go to Underdog for you that was asking. Again, the reason why I haven't been showing Underdog a ton is because I can't use it, which sucks because I would love to be using it. But I don't know what happened, man. It used to be I used to be able to use it, and then like I stopped using it for a while, and I came back to use it once I started playing on using DGF's tools, and it's not allowed where I live anymore. Pick'em is not allowed. I don't know if it's gonna come back eventually, but we'll see. So here's the Underdog board, what it's looking like. You could take the League of Legends play. You could take Brunson over fantasy score. You could take Matt Down's favorite play under fantasy score and Christian McCaffrey. You have Porzingis under fantasy score, only one line there, and then Reeves, which we took earlier on PrizePicks as well. All right. Is there anything else? We've got 20 minutes. 20 minutes until we're all done here. I'm going to see. I haven't been able to get a ParlayPlay slip in, which has been disappointing. It's not been there at all. There's no discount that I have on ParlayPlay at the moment. I might not have a play on ParlayPlay tonight, which sucks. Unfortunate. Let's try Dabble again. Always love using Dabble, of course. All right, so is there anything else new that's popped up here? I try to avoid these push potential plays, although we took Hardenstein earlier, so hopefully he gets a dunk in the first quarter or something. Brunson's still there. Simone, that play has gotten better, which is really good, which is cool to see because we took that earlier. Jaylen Brown is kind of the same. Robert Thomas, I think we took earlier already. Yeah, I'm not seeing. I guess Miles Turner is here. All right, so we haven't taken Miles Turner, so we'll see if we can get something in on Miles Turner here, so we can build something out. Miles Turner over 7 or over 7.5 rebounds and assists. Rebounds and assists. Pass it here. Haven't passed it, have I? All right. Over 7 rebounds and assists. Miles Turner. We already took Brown earlier. We could take a chance with Wemby. It's only one book listing it, though, which is my problem with taking it. I bet it's -146 odds. Rebounds we took earlier. Took the Wiggins play earlier. Robert Thomas. Siakam, rebounds and assists, looks okay. Some books have it at 11.5. We'll go ahead and if you don't want to overexpose yourself to Siakam, that's totally fine. I did that the other night with I can't remember who. I think it was with Siakam the other night, and he let me down. But today's a new day, so we'll trust in him again. So Siakam, where was that play? Over 10.5. So we'll go ahead and put that in. And then Bam Adebayo. I thought that was a different play, but it's not, unfortunately. All right. Is Dabble getting better at there's not a ton of value. There's not a ton of games tonight. There's only like 5. Yeah, I totally understand. But if you just trust in the tool, it does become worth it in the long term. And ever since, I've been playing PrizePicks for years, man. And I used to always play with my gut or whatever, my emotions think, doing what I think. And it took me a while to buy in to what DGF was selling me, and it really took me a minute to sell, get sold to it. But once I took that leap of faith and started trusting in the data, it has been a lot better for me. I'll say that. It's just been way better. So this is the best thing that's definitely happened to me, and at least in my sports betting career. So we could force Barnes under points. A lot of books, that play could get better as well. You got books listing it at 22, 23.5. So you know what? We'll go ahead and put this Barnes play in under 24. So this will probably be the last one we do on Dabble. Miles Turner and Siakam. So we're going to overexpose ourselves to the Pacers tonight, hoping that's a close game. We'll take the under on Scotty Barnes. So we'll do that. And that will probably be the last play we do on Dabble. Stream slip 4. We'll do that. Hopefully have a good night on Dabble. Hopefully so. So again, my Dabble name is Crushables. So we're going to go ahead and tail that. You're more than welcome to. And then if I were to get it, what would you recommend, the fantasy bundle or the correlation tool? I would say since NFL is coming to an end, because correlation for NFL is the big thing. Since NFL is coming to an end at the moment, I would almost recommend just the fantasy, or just the EV one, or with the optimizer. Sorry, I don't know. I couldn't think of the name. I would almost recommend the optimizer at the moment. Of course, there is hockey. So if you want to go ahead and just use hockey, but if NFL, of course, coming to an end is definitely going to. And I don't know what DGF has planned in the future. I don't know if baseball is a correlated sport. I don't know if they're adding that. I have no clue. Hockey slip didn't share. I thought I shared it. I shared it's in the chat. I can share it again, I guess. Hold on. I'll share it again. Thought I did, but we'll go ahead and put it in. But yeah, as far as what tool I'd recommend at the moment, probably the optimizer. If you're just jumping in, obviously a little bit cheaper than the correlation tool as well. But both tools are great. At the end of the day, both tools are great. Both tools are great. All right, I want to see if we can get one more play on Bettor, because they do have the Cairo discount. Has anything popped up here? No, it's kind of the same thing we saw earlier. So probably won't get one here. Let's see if we can do more. I can look at Underdog for some of you guys that maybe still want to see Underdog, see if there's anything out here. Not at the moment. Probably pretty much the same. PrizePicks. Maybe just spend the rest of the time on PrizePicks that we got here. So I'm actually going to remove some of these League of Legends plays at the moment, just because I want to focus on basketball and NHL at the moment. Let's see if we can get something going. Yeah, just kind of dry. We could probably call it there, or I could answer some questions that you guys might have as well. Just not really, the board is not really there, but of course once I jump off, it doesn't help that the games, like I said, Quentin Grimes is popping up on Dabble now. Doesn't help that the game started 6:30 rather than 6. That would have been a little bit better for us, but yeah, so Quentin Grimes, that play is looking decent. It's just popped up. Didn't see that earlier. And then the rest of these we've kind of taken already. Prize picks again. We could do a esports slip as well. Decent plays here. Got Lava under 8 kills. You got, they're not on the same team, under 13.5. I don't know if they're playing each other or not. Well, I guess they're both going under anyway, so I don't know if there's any correlation there anyway. Probably won't build a esports slip at the moment. I want to get a ParlayPlay slip in, but nothing is here. Just nothing. I mean, you could start with Tyler Kolek. That play actually looks really good. So let's see if we can, since that's such a good play, which we probably got to remove all that now. Kolek over, was that over? I haven't used my slide to line yet either tonight. I have not put a single slip on. Oh, that's bumped already. Never mind. I guess, no, we couldn't even get the original line if we wanted to. So, probably not going to get a ParlayPlay slip in. Derek White. Alex Caruso. I guess we took his points under earlier. Collins 23 if you wanted to go with that. I think what's your process with picking plays using this tool? So basically how I do it is obviously you're looking at, well, let's just start with the basics. So obviously you're looking at the green plays are usually the best. Obviously that's what DGF recommends to you. And then also what I look for is multiple book support. So like for this one's, for instance, John Collins, there's only one book on it. I typically like when there's multiple books, to be completely honest with you, unless if it's just like such a big discrepancy. But it's just fantasy score. That's not like the biggest discrepancy in the world. If this was like points, and obviously it'd be a lot different. But yeah, so I look for more book support. Obviously I would look for if there's a huge discrepancy. So like for instance, like if there was more book support on this one, you can take the under if every single book had 24.5. So that's kind of what I do. I scroll through every single app that I'm able to use. So right now I only use PrizePicks, ParlayPlay, Better, and Dabble. And I do use Fliff as well. But yeah, basically you just kind of sit here. And then another great thing about this is I would absolutely recommend being able to sit maybe an hour before the games start, especially basketball, because obviously lineup news is happening like crazy. Like yesterday, I wish I could have streamed yesterday because yesterday was crazy. I don't know if I would have been able to be fast since I was streaming, but yeah, that OG Anunoby injury changed so many things. DiVincenzo, I sniped him at really good value. Just sniped a bunch of things from the Knicks, Miles Bridges. Like there's a bunch of Hornets value as well with that news. So if I would have been live yesterday, it would have been a ton. Always would have been a ton of good value. But unfortunately, there's not enough games tonight to go crazy, unfortunately. We're gonna go to Better one more time. We got like 8 minutes before I'm gonna sign off here. That Bruce Brown play has gotten better, which is great to see because we took that earlier. And then the rest. So we might not get a Jordan Kyrou slip in, unfortunately. Always have trouble finding good better slips. Okay, yeah, when Better, I didn't see the Better part because their heart in front of it. When it comes to Better, they're very, like when it first came out, they were very bad at moving lines. But Better, the best place to be, or best time to use Better is before lineups. Absolutely before lineup news. Like an hour before, log on to Better, keep refreshing it, or not, yeah, keep refreshing the optimizer tool. And that's when the value pops up on Better. That's really when it pops up because like all day they're just I also like that how they don't have insurance. Yeah. Yeah, that part does suck for sure. It would be cool to have insurance, but I do like that their payouts a little bit better than PrizePicks. Obviously, you get double your entry on a 5-pick entry, which is nice. But yeah, Better hour before NBA lineups is what I recommend. I would recommend an hour before on Better. The other day though, like since there were so many games, like I was here in the morning and I just kind of looked at the board for a second. And Better actually looked good, but I think it's just because there were so many games, like so many things happening. But for the most part, yeah, it's pretty dry throughout the day. Just an hour before is when I recommend looking at Better. All right, parlay play. We're probably not getting nothing in, unfortunately. Hopefully Dustin got one in for you guys earlier. Just not good value for me, unfortunately, which sucks. So I would love to get a parlay play slip in, but can't. All right, let's go to Dabble one more time. I'm glad you like DGF. Love to hear it. I absolutely love it as well, man. Like I said, it took me a while to buy into this tool. Once I did, it's absolutely changed a lot for me. So Kaminga has popped up. Under 6.5 rebounds. That Quentin Grimes play go away. It just jumped down the board quite a bit. All right. Well, I think that's gonna do it, guys. So pretty good first stream. Hopefully we get some today may not be the best example since the boards are kind of dry, but what does a good value slip like using this tool? So basically, like I kind of mentioned earlier, I believe so. Basically, you go if you're using this tool, you want to go ahead for PrizePicks. The best slips are 5-pick and 6-pick slips, and it'll actually, if you just filter that, it'll actually tell you what is good. So it'll like obviously filter out the rest, but these are the ideal plays you want in those on the slips. Personally, for me, sometimes obviously I go under that because sometimes you have plays that are like 55%, 56%, but you're looking like for a 54.3%, play basically, for most of these slips on PrizePicks. So sometimes I go below that and get some other plays in here. So, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. That's the beauty of obviously placing slips on PrizePicks. But let's hope this is hopefully my first stream goes good. Hopefully I got some good slips in for you guys. I'm kind of hoping that genius, not really necessarily genius, but that correlation slip that I gave you guys earlier works out by using the taco instead of just the actual line. But if you do want to just use the actual, if you just want to go ahead and use the actual slip, you're more than welcome to. If you don't want to put Bennington over on the taco, which there's only 5 minutes on that taco left, you can absolutely just put obviously the under if you want to on his saves. And how it calculates value is it basically just takes juice from all these it takes the line juice from all the sports books, man. So and basically obviously if for instance Lava, if Underdog has a -122 and then Hot Streak -208, -119, obviously lines, the more negative it is, the better the play is, and then obviously more positive, the worse the play is, which is basically how it works. And then it gives you like the even line right here. So at -166 odds, that's pretty damn good. So that's why that would technically be a good play. Is the fantasy bundle worth it? I don't know much about the fantasy bundle, or what is the fantasy bundle? That's probably something I should know, but I'm being completely transparent with you. I actually do not. Is that just the optimizer tool, I assume? If it is, then absolutely. But let me look at this. Let me just see let me just pretend I know what I'm talking about for a second. Let's go to the fantasy bundle and see. Fantasy bundle. Yeah, so this is basically the optimizer, and it has the middling tool as well. So yeah, personally I think it's worth it. Has made me a better sports bettor. And then if you can afford both the correlation and optimizer, that is definitely really good. Really, both of those, I absolutely love it. But if you can only afford one, obviously the correlation tool is more expensive than the optimizer. But the fantasy bundle, absolutely worth it. So if you want to go ahead and sign up for the fantasy bundle, my link is actually down in the description below. You can get 25% off your first month if you use code Crushables. So if you want to try it, I definitely recommend it for sure. It's definitely made me a better sports bettor, which I can actually show this obviously. Let's go back to stream. Okay, so like I said, fantasy bundle, $50 a month or yearly. If that's for yearly, if you go monthly, it's $59 a month. You can cancel at any time. So whichever you, you even go quarterly if you want to, but whichever you prefer. Yeah, correlation tool during the NFL season, highly recommend. Someone asked me about it earlier. At this point, the correlation tool, it's going to have less slips because NFL is over, but obviously once NFL comes back on, it's so worth it, man. Just the NFL correlation tool, it just prints money, like someone just said. It's It's a really good tool. NBA, there has been some NBA slips, but it's just not correlated. The NBA is not correlated enough. Like, there will pop up from time to time, but unfortunately, rarely do you see NBA because it's just not a correlated sport. Unfortunately, it just isn't. But yeah, when it first came out, when NBA first came out, there were some slips here, but I assume that they just kind of yanked it because it's just not a, like, there's still some that pop up, don't get me wrong, but it's just not a correlated sport at all. Like, it just isn't. Like, there's just no way to truly correlate NBA because it just isn't. Like, the one way I could think you could correlate it, which obviously there'd be a lot to have to happen, it'd have to be like a huge blowout. And everyone hits the under because there's a blowout, which obviously NBA, there's blowouts all the time. Yeah. Baseball, I have no clue. I don't watch baseball at all. I don't know if Matt and the DGF guys, Dustin, if they have plans for baseball to be on this tool or not. I have no clue. I've never asked them about it. No idea. I don't know much about baseball at all. I'm assuming baseball could be correlated, but I don't know. Not 100% sure. I wish I could answer that. I will tell you right now, if there's something I don't know, I will tell you I don't know because I don't. But guys, I think, is there anything else that I missed before I sign off here? Yeah, I don't watch baseball at all, but I'm ready, especially if baseball is added to the correlated tool or to the correlation tool. That'd be awesome. I would definitely put in some baseball slips, but correlation, not, of course, don't get me wrong, NFL being gone sucks, but they still have a lot of options here, which I've definitely downplayed. They just added League of Legends the other day, CSGO, NFL, NHL, soccer still here. NFL is going to be gone, but hockey's till April. Soccer's on here as well, which soccer slips pop up. The one thing with soccer slips, though, which they actually have one here in an hour, but one thing with soccer slips, though, when this pops up, sometimes the plays were yanked off the board, which sucks. Yeah, so, but yeah, these are everything you have. They added baseball to this, which I truly don't know if they're going to. That'd make it even more worth it. So, guys, with that all being said, I think we're going to go ahead and sign off here. We got 30 minutes until the games start. The hockey games are starting. Hopefully, the correlations slip we put in for hockey works out. But good luck to everybody. If this goes well, I should be here 5 days a week. 5 days a week. To try to snipe value with you guys and show my process 5 days a week. So if you guys are enjoying it, make sure you let the boys know. Would love to continue doing this with y'all. But other than that, hopefully we cash some slips. I'm going to go ahead and sign out. Have a great day, hopefully, of cashing.